I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your course book is open and in front of you. And please stop and rewind the video as you need to. So, got your book open in front of you? Are your answers in capitals? Want to know why the answers are the answers? Then let's go. Question number 1, what do we need here? Well, if we have a look at the context, what she's doing here is she's comparing herself to other people. So we need a comparative form to fill in this gap. What's the answer that we're looking for? Like. And like lots of other people. Question number 2, easy peasy. All we need to do is choose the correct preposition to form the phrasal verb. And of course, after worry, we need the preposition about, to worry about something. For question number 3, what she's doing here is that she's explaining why or how she uses music. Well, there's a wonderful preposition which allows us to explain something in a certain way, and that preposition is as, which is why the answer is as here. I use music as a way of relaxing, and so on. For question number 4, what do we need here? Well, we've got one clause just before the comma and we've got one clause after the comma to which this gap is the first word. And these clauses are connected somehow, and they need to be connected through the use of a relative pronoun. Now, this relative pronoun has got to refer to something, and that refers to a thing, a 1980s tune. So the relative pronoun that we need here is which. And for question number 5, it's exactly the same story. We need a relative pronoun to connect what was said before to what's being said after. Now, the relative pronoun that we need has to refer to, in this case, time. And it's talking about the time that they're getting ready to go out. So the relative pronoun that we need here is when. However, we can also use a preposition which means exactly the same thing, which also refers to time. And that preposition is while. For question number 6, this is an easy question. What she's doing here is she's connecting time periods, or she's connecting two events that happen in close proximity. So one thing happens first, and as a result of that one thing, something else happens, which lends itself perfectly to the perfect form. So the answer that we need here is have. So when I have had a bad day, I usually ... Question number 7, another comparative form. Because cheerful is an adjective that doesn't follow the pattern and est, it follows more and most to form the comparative and the superlative forms. And before the gap, and we can see from the context, we're not talking about a superlative, so we need, and doesn't, in fact, a superlative wouldn't fit the language pattern that we're presented with, so here we need the comparative form. In other words, we need more. Question number 8, a little bit tricky this time. What we need here is a verb of emphasis, a verb which emphasizes something important. In this case, it talks about music connecting so strongly with her. And so the emphatic verb that we need here is a form of do. I'm not really sure why music connects so strongly with me, but it always does these days.